Cozy Kingdom. Today I'm going to give you a quick explanation how to use your TRVs, your Thermostatic Radiator valves. Now, I've taken this one off the radiator just now just to show you how it works. Basically it's mostly plastic, but inside here is a metal spring. These holes here measure the air temperature of the room you're in. Most people seem to think that these affect the water temperature. It doesn't affect the temperature of your radiator. If you turn it down, it switches off, the radiator cools down. These holes measure the air temperature in your room. Okay, so the rough settings are, if you turn it right down and you set it down at 0, inside here this little plastic disc moves up and down according to how you move this. This little plastic disc pushes down on a pin on the radiator, switching the water on and off. Now, our average temperature, you leave it at that little, see this little star, that's for a snowflake. If you leave it at the snowflake, the radiator will only allow the valve to lift, allowing the water in, once the room temperature drops below 5 degrees. If room temperature is above 5, this radiator is switched off. Now, if you remember that this is 5 degrees, every step up is another 5 degrees. So 1 becomes roughly 10 degrees, 2 is 15 degrees, 3, 20 degrees, and 4, 25 degrees. Really, so you don't want to be setting a radiator above 4, because you're going to be looking at 25 to 30 degrees plus, which could be a lot of wasted money and maybe uncomfortable heat for some people. One other thing I'd like to mention, if these little holes are covered with towels or curtains or things, it's not going to get the right reading. So if they're covered, they're going to feel that they're warmer and switch off earlier. So try and keep these areas clear and not full of clothes or curtains. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut to the radiator and have a little look closer up. So here we are at the radiator. There's the pin that I was talking about. Now it only moves up and down a couple of millimetres. Look, not a lot. So that shuts the water off, that lets it up. Now the spring inside here, as the air temperature increases, the spring increases in length, pushing down on the white plate, closing off the pin. When the room cools down, the spring will shrink, lifting the white plate, allowing the water to come back in. So as a quick recap, you'll see 0 keeps the plate pushed down, the pin is down, no water getting in. 5 degrees, roughly, 10 degrees, 15, 20, 25. As I said, we don't use that very often. So this is the hall radiator, so I'll leave it somewhere between 2 and 3, which I would find 15 degrees is ample for a hall. So there we go, I hope that helps. That is your basic introduction to thermostatic radiator valves. Any more questions, please contact Cozy Kingdom. Thank you, take care.